Welcome, Copperhead fans, to Industry Center Stadium. No, this is not Samantha Garcia. This is Jack Demler, welcoming you to this game between the Southern Ohio Copperheads and the St. Clair Green Giants. Samantha Garcia has done a tremendous job for us thus far and has had quite the busy week, so we decided to give her a day off and let me step in. Speaking of stepping in, Bob Smith is going to step in to be tonight's starting pitcher for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Currently has 5 starts on the season, has a record of 1-2. He'll be looking to get to 500 with a win here tonight. And going around the infield, it looks like we've got some infield changes. Spencer Wilson will start off at first base for the Copperheads. With those changes, we'll look to see a big win needed for the Copperheads as they lost last night 7-3. Alexi Segovia leading things off for the Green Giants. And with this pitch, we are underway with the first pitch going in the dirt, called for ball 1. Copperheads 13-12 on the season after last night's loss to the Green Giants. Looking to stay above 500 here tonight. So that pitch is just inside the batter's box, evens the count at 1-1. A beautiful 65-degree day here and sunny. Clear skies, a beautiful day for baseball. 1-1 pitch, swung on and hit hard down the right field line, but it goes foul. 1-2. That one outside, called for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch high inside. Full count on Alexi Segovia. The 3-2 pitch swung on and hit hard down the right field line, but this one goes foul as well, keeping his at-bat alive. Here's the 7th pitch of the at-bat. This one fouled down the left field line. The 8th pitch in the dirt, called for ball 4. That'll send Segovia to first base. And that's sometimes what happens. You see, when it gets to those big pitch, those high pitch count at bats, you just gotta wait the pitcher out. And that's what Segovia did there, and he's got Bob Smith walking him. Now at the plate is Jesse Santana. That one is high on the inside corner, called for strike 1. Smith with the pickoff attempt, but that stretches Wilson off first base, and Segovia is called safe at first. The 0-1 pitch to Santana. Inside, called for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Another pickoff attempt, but Segovia gets in there standing. That one low inside, called for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. That one in the dirt, swung on and missed. A throw attempt to second. No, Segovia is called safe at first. And there you see the speed of Alexi Segovia as he slides, just gets under the tag of Moore. Scott Moore not being able to get the tag down quick enough. A safely stolen base. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Santana. Swung on, hit right back to Smith. Smith tracks it down, gets the easy force out at first base. But that'll advance Segovia to third base. And now with a runner in scoring position, here comes Dale Richards. Richards currently batting 193 on the season. Looking to drive in Segovia to give the Green Giants that early first inning lead. Just a little inside, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch got him swinging at air there to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That one swung on, hit out to right field. That'll drive in Segovia and give the Green Giants an early 1-0 lead. A beautiful hit there by Richards as he saw the open gap between the first and second baseman. Hit a beautiful grounder right in between them, far enough for neither of them to reach it. And now we've got Tony Nunez at the plate. First pitch he sees swung on and hit to the third baseman, who gets the force out at second, but unable to get the double play there as the first base umpire calls him safe. Raul Ruiz will step to the plate now. And just a millisecond off from getting that double play and ending the inning. That one is high and outside, but they were looking for that little throw-off attempt. Trying to throw out Tony Nunez, try to get him stealing. 1-0 pitch, that one is low and outside, called for ball two. The pickoff attempt is not in time as Ruiz is safe at first. The 2-0 pitch, high outside, called for ball three. That one outside, called for ball four, so a quick 4-pitch at bat, all of which are balls, and that'll put runners on first and second, with Tristan White coming to the plate. Bob Smith looking to end this inning. First pitch to White, just inside the batter's box. Called for strike one. White thought that was a little too close for comfort. The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the left field line. Called foul ball. There you see Bob Smith has a 23 pitch count right now. Here comes pitch 24. That one hit high, fly ball going down the right field line into foul territory, and Wilson is going to track it down to get the third out of the inning. Copperheads give up one early on here. Leading off will be more Manson and Uribe. We'll be right back after this. Starting pitching for the Green Giants is Ricky Villasys. He has also had 5 starts on the season and has a record of 1-4. And leading off for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, looks like we've got Scott Moore at the plate. That one low and outside, called for ball one. The Green Giants currently 10-16 on the season. 1-0 pitch, swung on and hit high fly ball shallow center field, but the second baseman is going to track it down to get the first out of the inning. Will Manson stepping to the plate now. He's been a pretty big hitter, especially at home for the Copperheads, as there you see his batting averages for both at home and on the road. Pretty impressive at bat when you look at his at home batting average. First pitch to him, low in the dirt, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch, another one in the dirt, this one a little closer to him, called for ball two. Another one outside this time, called for ball three. The 3-0 pitch to Manson. Swung on and hit down to left center field, going deep, hits the ground, and Manson will pick up an early first inning single off of that one. There you see Manson connecting at a 3-0 count. Usually, sometimes you'll see batters watch the next pitch go by when they have that much control. As Brennan Uribe steps to the plate now. That pitch is a little high, called for ball one. Uribe, as you can see, his batting average and his batting stats, he is one impressive hitter for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, batting .400 on the season. The 1-0 pitch to him, hit high fly ball, going out to center field. Back to the warning track goes the center fielder, bounces off the wall. Manson's gonna stretch this one into to third base as Uribe picks up a double for the Copperheads. A beautiful swing, and just as we were talking about his impressive batting, there you see it in action. Back of the warning track, bounces off the wall to give the Copperheads that double and put two runners in scoring position. Beautiful placement on the bat. And now we'll look to John Stabler to keep things rolling here. That one just inside the box, called for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, that one is swung on, hit, connected down the left field line. It goes into foul territory. 0-2's the count. Swung on and hit right back toward the pitcher, up the gap. That'll bring in one, and they're going to send Uribe home to give a 2 RBI single to Stabler. And the Copperheads now take a 2-1 lead. There you see it hit right back a little to the side of the pitcher, but up the field, up the open gap between the second and shortstop to drive in 2 runs. Now Justin Cudday will look to keep things going. That one outside, called for ball one. Cudday batting .215 on the season. Low in the dirt, called for ball two. Stabler at first. The 2-0 pitch to Justin Cudday. Swung on, broken bat, bouncing ground ball right back to the pitcher for the easy force out at first as Stabler advances on to second. 2 outs, 1 runner in scoring position now. Now it looks like we will have coming to the plate for the Copperheads is Jared Hurd. Hurd batting .257 on the season. He's been known to have a couple big hits of his own. That one is high inside, called for strike one. Hit that upper inside corner. The 0-1 pitch to Hurd. That one connected, high fly ball going out to center field. The center fielder will track it down and end the inning. Copperheads with the big 2-run inning, 3 big hits. Copperheads lead 2-1. We'll be right back. Back here at Industry Center Stadium, where the Copperheads hold a 2-1 lead heading to the top of the second. Raul Soto leading things off for the Giants. Bob Smith still pitching. This is the first pitch to Soto. Low in the dirt, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the left field line. That one hit out to center field, a little towards right. The center fielder will track it down and get the first out of the inning. Way to track it down by the defense there to start things off defensively. Now coming up to the plate for the Green Giants is Will Cooley. He's currently batting .292 on the season. Impressive outing at the plate. As the first one is low and inside, called for ball one. That one just a little inside, called for ball two. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line, called for foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. That one hits the bottom left corner, evens the count at 2-2. That pitch goes right in the dirt, but they got Cooley swinging for it. Striking him out, Bob Smith's first strikeout of the night. And we've got 2 outs here to start off the top of the second. Now at the plate, Ernesto Quiroz. First pitch, a check swing, but they called a strike anyway. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing this name, but Quiroz is having an impressive outing of his own, batting .419 at the plate this season. That one swung on in the dirt. 0-2's the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside, called for ball one. The 1-2 pitch. Low, just below the box, evens the count at 2-2. Swung on a hit, high fly ball out to center field. Center fielder tracking it, and he will get it to end the second, the top of the second. Copperheads, a 1-2-3 inning. They'll be back up at the plate. We'll be right back. Nina Ruby will lead things off for the Copperheads at this bottom half of the second inning. Had a couple big games recently. Currently batting .281 on the season. First pitch he sees a grounder. Ooh, and it hits the ankle of the pitcher, and he will stretch a single out of this one. And it looks like Villasys is down and hurt, as that one seemed to hit him in the right spot of the ankle. And it's good to see him back up and walking as Spencer Wilson is now at the plate. A pickoff attempt to Ruby, not in time. They saw Ruby had a pretty big lead there. Leadoff, excuse me. Another pickoff attempt. Not in time as Ruby gets in, standing up. First pitch. That one low outside, called for ball one. That one swung on and hit out to left field, a liner out to left field. That one will be the first out of the inning. A nice crack of the at-bat there. As now Evan Kimilewski will be at the plate. First pitch low, but just inside the box. Called for strike one. That one low and outside. Called for ball one. Evens the count. That pickoff attempt bounces off the glove of the first baseman. But fortunately for the Giants, it'll keep Ruby at first base. That one swung on and hit high, fly ball down the left field line. And that'll just go foul. The left fielder couldn't track it in time. The 1-2 pitch swung on high, fly ball out to center field. The center fielder will get under it for the second out of the inning. Now we're back up to the top of the lineup. Scott Moore, who flew out to second base with his first at-bat. First pitch called for ball one. That one low in the dirt, ball two. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed, strike one. Two 2-1 count on Moore. Here's the pitch. A little high and outside, called for ball three. That one, they got him swinging. Called strike two. Full count on Moore. The 3-2 pitch to Moore. Got him swinging again for strike three, and that's going to end the inning. Our score remains the same. Copperheads lead 2-1. We will be right back after this. Leading off for the Giants, we go back to the top of their lineup with Alexi Segovia, who was walked with his first at-bat. First pitch high and outside, called for ball one. That one swung on and missed, strike one. The 1-1 pitch, low in the dirt, ball two. That one foul down the left field line. Evens the count at 2-2. That one swung on and hit. A diving snag by Wilson, and a beautiful play there to give the Copperheads their first out of the inning. And here comes Santana, who grounded out right back to Smith earlier on. First pitch, he connects down the right field line, but called foul. That one swung, but in the dirt, called strike two. The 0-2 pitch. Hit high fly ball, and the third baseman's gonna track it down. Hit a high fly ball right back to the pitcher, but they got the third baseman hustling all the way. And now comes Dale Richards. He had an RBI single. That one's a broken bat, bouncing right back to the pitcher. Gets the third out of the inning, so back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for the Copperheads defensively. And it's been all defense as of late. Copperheads look to keep it up as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Leading things off for the Copperheads at the bottom half of the third is Will Manson. First pitch low outside, called for ball one. Manson had a single out to left center field his first at bat as he watches strike two go by. That one a little too inside, called for ball two. The 2-1 on Manson. They got him swinging at the dirt to even the count at 2-2. That one swung on, connected, goes to the left field, and Manson will pick up yet again another single. And you know, he is loving that open gap. As you see the team hit leaders, he is currently tied for first with that single with Brendan Uribe, who is currently at the plate right now. Uribe had the huge double out to center field that bounced off the wall, looking to keep things going here tonight. That one outside, called for ball one. As I was mentioning, Manson, with these first two at-bats for him, he seems to love that open gap between the third and shortstop. As that pickoff attempt is not in time. The 1-0 pitch to Uribe. Low, just hits the bottom right corner for strike one. Another pickoff attempt. Not in time. Inside, called for ball two. The 2-1 pitch, a little low, ball three on Uribe. Stabler on deck. Of course, he was the one that drove both Uribe and Manson in the bottom of the first. As that one is swung on and hit right to the third baseman, who gets the force out at second, and the double play is complete. So just like that, Stabler will be looking to keep this inning alive. First pitch, low and outside, ball one. That one a little low as well, called for ball two. The 2-0 pitch, make that 3-2 as that one hits the dirt. That one a check swing, but it's a strike anyway to make the count 3-1. A 3-1 on Stabler, hit high fly ball out to left field. The left fielder will get under it with ease to end the third inning. Copperheads still lead 2-1. Nunez to lead things off for the Green Giants when we come back. Tony Nunez leading things off here at the top of the fourth as Bob Smith is still out there on the mound. First pitch outside, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch gets right in there for strike one. That curveball had him fooled up there. As the 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike two. Another 12-seam curveball. The 1-2 in the dirt for ball two. Bob Smith really loving that curve here. As the 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled down the right field line. Keeps the at-bat alive. 2-2's the count. That one is swung on and hit down the left field line for a nice souvenir for the fans. 2-2 still. Outside, ball three. Full count for Nunez. That one is swung on and hit down the left field line yet again to keep his at-bat alive. Another 8-pitch at-bat. The second one we have seen from Bob Smith as that one is swung on foul-tipped to keep the at-bat alive. That one a called ball four. A little inside there as Nunez will walk his way down to first base. And Raul Ruiz will step to the plate now. Ruiz was walked in the first inning. Bob Smith with a high pitch count, and some of these are due to those, long 8-pitch, 9-pitch at-bats, as the first pitch to Ruiz is a called strike one. That one in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, a throw down to second, not in time. Nunez called safe. They're going to mark that one as a wild pitch. Good work by Stabler as he was able to knock that with his chest to really stay in front of it. Unfortunately, the throw was not in time. 1-1's the count. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Nunez now in scoring position. Ruiz fouls that one off. Green Giants looking to pick up their lead. That one swung on, fouled yet again. And that one right up to the second baseman to get the easy force out at first, but not before Nunez makes his way over to third base. And now Tristan White will take his spot at the plate. He popped out in the first inning, flew out to the first in foul territory. First pitch he sees is a called strike one. A beautiful pitch just stayed inside the box. Swung on and missed for strike two. And there you see Stabler really liking the pitches he's been seeing from Bob Smith there. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt this time, called for ball one. The 1-2 pitch on White. Outside, but they got him swinging anyway for the second strikeout for Bob Smith. That makes it 2 outs in the top of the fourth. And that pitch, they really had White fooled there. And now batting is Raul Soto. Soto flew out to flew out to center as the first pitch hits that upper right corner for strike one. Soto looking to drive Nunez in so to not leave the fourth inning empty for the Green Giants. That one, they got him jammed up, swinging at air for strike two. Smith looking to get out of this pickle here. Low in the dirt, ball one. Outside, called for ball two. The 2-2 pitch on Raul Soto. Swung on high, fly ball into shallow left field. And that will end the inning. Bob Smith able to pitch his way out of a runner on base. Copperheads still lead heading to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back after this. Back here live at Industry Center Stadium, where Justin Cuday is going to lead things off for the Copperheads. He grounded out in the first inning. A ground out to the pitcher. He'll be looking for something a little more here in the fourth. First pitch to him, he sees, he swings as that one is fouled down the right field line for strike one. That one outside in the dirt, ball one. That one is hit high, fly ball going out to right field. And the right fielder will jog that one out to get the first out of the inning. Here comes Jared Hurd to the plate. Hurd flew out to center with his first at-bat. That one high and a little outside, called for ball one. Swung on and fouled down the right field line. Evens the count at 1-1. In the dirt, ball two. Swung on and high fly ball out to center field. Another fly out to center for Jared Hurd. That one almost in the exact same spot as it was before. Can't seem to get it on the right placement of his bat. And that brings up Nina Ruby, who singled in the second inning. First pitch outside, called for ball one. The 1-0 outside, ball two. The 2-0 pitch to Ruby. In the dirt, but they got him swinging for strike one. Just below the batter's box. Here's the 2-1. That one swung on and missed. Strike two. Just a little too much under the ball there for Ruby. As that one is swung on and hit right to the first baseman, who gets his glove on it for the final out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for the Green Giants as they still trail 2-1. We'll be right back. At the top of the fifth inning we go. Will Cooley leading things off. He struck out in the second. Bob Smith still pitching for the Cheds. Has a pitch count of 71 right now. As that 72nd pitch is a line out right to Wilson at first base. The first pitch he saw, he went after. That'll be the first out of the inning. As Key Rose steps up to the plate, flew out to center his first at bat. First pitch low and outside, called for ball one. And it does look like the Copperheads have some pitchers warming up in the bullpen, as Bob Smith's pitch count is up to 73. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt, called for ball two. The 2-0 pitch, a check swing, but they're going to say he didn't go, and that'll be ball three. Not so much of a check swing, but it almost looked like he was about to there. As that one is called ball four. It looks like Bob Smith might be getting a little arm soreness as we head back to the top of the lineup with Alexei Segovia. Segovia was walked in the first, grounded out to the first baseman in the second. In the third inning. That pitch inside, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch low, called for ball two. The pickoff attempt not in time. Key Rose is safe at first. The 2-0 pitch inside for ball three. Santana is currently on the on-deck circle, with Dale Richards in the hole. That one called strike one. Hit the upper deck of the batter's box. The 3-1. That one is in there for strike two. Segovia watching the most recent two pitches go by, and now he's looking at a full count. That one high, but they got him swinging for strike three. Bob Smith third strikeout of the day. And just as I said, it looked like he was getting a little arm soreness. He tells me, there's your arm soreness for you with the third strikeout. Second out of the inning. Santana stepping up to the plate. He popped out and grounded out his first two at-bats. Flew out to third in the third inning. Grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat. The 1-0 pitch. That one fouled down the right field line toward the Copperhead bullpen. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. One is the count on Santana. That one in the dirt, but they are able to stay in front to keep Quiroz at first. 2-1 is the count. That one inside, ball 3. A 3-1 pitch to Jesse Santana. Fouled down the left field line, going back into the fans. 3-2, another full count. The pitch, that one connected right to the second baseman, who makes a reaching grab for it to get the final out of the inning. Great work by the Copperhead defense to get themselves out of that inning, as we will now head to the bottom of the 5th. Back at Industry Center Stadium, where Spencer Wilson will lead things off for the Copperheads. He lined out to second in his most recent at-bat. That first pitch is a called strike 1. Looked as if it was a little low, but the ump saw it different. That one high, called for ball 1. Low, called for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch to Wilson, a little inside, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch to Wilson. That one high, fly ball out to left field, right to the left fielder's glove for the first out of the inning. That one almost looked like it was going to be deep right off the bat, but looked like it went right to the perfect position of the left fielder. Now coming up is Shimilewski. He flew out to center in his first at-bat. That one a little inside, called for ball 1. Low, called for ball 2. That one swung on and fouled down the left field line. And you know, I haven't mentioned it much, but Ricky Villas has still looked good after getting hit with the ball, as that one is fouled down the left field line. But as I was saying, when he got hit by a ground ball in the ankle and stayed in, he's been looking pretty fine as that one is hit right up the gap between the second and first baseman to give them a one-out single. Beautiful placement of the ground ball and great hustle. And now with one out, the Copperheads have one man on as they now look to Scott Moore, who struck out and flew out in his two at-bats, and he watches strike one go by. The 0-1 pitch to Moore. Low in the dirt, ball one. And the Green Giants have some pitchers warming up in their own bullpen. Ricky Villasas looks pretty good right now as he pitches another strike there. 1-2 is the count now. That one a watch as Scott Moore watched it go by for strike three. And that one looked almost in his hot spot there. I don't know what he was thinking as he just watched all three strikes go by. And now we'll look to Will Manson, who had two singles in his last two at-bats. First pitch to Manson, low outside, ball one. Pitch is a little high. Called for ball two. That one he watches go by for strike one. The 2-1 pitch to Manson on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Evens the count at 2-2. Chmielewski still at first. As that one's outside, ball three. Full count on Manson right now. 2 outs, runner on first. Copperheads still lead 2-1. That one is hit down the right field line. They will send Chmielewski to third, and they're going to wave him home. Hustling is Chmielewski, and it looks like the throw is not going to be in time. A 2-out double, an RBI double for Manson. And the Copperheads extend the lead 3-1. A beautiful hit by Manson, as you see, over the head of the first baseman. And it kept breaking sort of back toward the wall as Uribe will look to keep things alive. Hit himself into a double play his last at-bat. The 1-0 pitch to Uribe. High, hits the upper left corner, upper outside corner, called for strike one. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed, strike two. The 1-2 pitch swung on high, fly ball out to center field, but it looks like that's where it's going to stay, and that is going to end the inning. Will Manson with a huge RBI double in this inning. Copperheads lead 3-1. We'll be right back. It looks like the Copperheads are going to go with a pitching change. Pavone Wise is going to step in for Smith as he'll look to keep this Copperhead lead. As we head to the top of the sixth, leading off for the Green Giants is Dale Richards. Richards' last at bat ended in a ground out right to the pitcher. He had a single in the first inning. The first pitch to Richards. Low inside, called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Low, just below the batter's box, called for ball two. The 2-0 pitch. Another low one, called for ball three. Wise looking to avoid giving up an early walk here to his first batter. As the 3-0 pitch is on the way. That one, Richards watches go by for strike one. The 3-1 pitch to Richards. That one swung on and fouled down the left field line, making the count full. Looking to keep his at-bat alive here. The wind-up and the pitch. Swung on a bouncing ground ball right back to the first baseman, who pitches it to Wise, who gets the first out of the inning. And here's Tony Nunez, who was walked in his last at-bat. Looking to start things off here with one out already. First pitch outside. Called for ball one, and it looks like the Copperheads have some more pitchers warming up in the bullpen. That pitch just low, but stays in the batter's box, called for strike one. Evens the count at 1-1. That one low and outside, called for ball two. That one swung on and hit. High fly ball out to left field. Going, and it's gone. A solo home run for Nunez, his third on the year. And just like that, the Green Giants trail by just one. There you see that curvature going down the left field line, just staying in. Solo shot, and now here's Raul Ruiz. Ruiz watches as strike one goes by, hits the bottom inside corner. Ruiz was walked in his first at bat and grounded out to the second baseman in the fourth. The 0-1. That one outside, ball one. That one in the dirt, but they got him swinging anyway for strike two. Looked like they had him jammed up there. As here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number three. Wise with his first strikeout of the night. Now coming to the plate for the Green Giants, Tristan White. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this inning alive as he watches strike one go by. 2 outs, nobody on. Copperheads still lead 3-2. The 0-1 pitch, low and outside, ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. That one outside, almost in the exact same spot. Called for ball two, trying to get White to swing after one of those. The 2-1 pitch, almost in the exact same spot, but this one is called a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that will end the inning. The top of the 6th, highlighted by that Nunez home run. Copperheads still lead 3-2. We'll be right back after this. And now it looks like the Green Giants are going to have a pitching change of their own. A.J. McGaffick stepping in. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, John Stabler is going to lead things off for the Copperheads. Stabler singled and has 2 RBIs, currently batting 1 for 2. Flew out in his last at-bat. The first pitch inside almost looked like he was going to hit him. Ball 1 on Stabler. The 1-0 pitch, a little outside, called for ball 2. That one fouled right behind him. 2-1 is the count. That one inside and in the dirt for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch to Stabler. That one, they got him swinging low for strike 2. Full count on Stabler. That one inside, but they got Stabler swinging at it. A drop third strike. He'll try to hustle this one out, but the throw is in time for out number 1. Now comes Cuddy. Cuddy flew out to right in his last at-bat. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The Green Giants, are having some pitchers in their bullpen of their own. Justin Cuddy looking for something here tonight as he's currently batting 0 for 2. As that one reaches for a foul ball, the count is now 0-2. A pitch that goes just beyond the catcher for ball 1. Unfortunately for the Copperheads, there was nobody on base because that could have picked up an easy extra base for him. A 1-2 pitch. That one high and inside, evens the count at 2-2. They got him reaching yet again, but it goes foul down the right field line to keep his at-bat alive. Swung on and fouled down the left field line. Cuddy doing everything he can to keep this at-bat alive. Swung on and fouled yet again. 3 consecutive foul balls. That one low and outside to give him a full count. The 3-2 pitch. That one's low. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. A.J. McGaffick's second strikeout. That one couldn't quite tell. I couldn't quite tell if that was going to be a ball or a strike called. But when you have a 3-2 full count, you got to protect the plate, which he tried to do there. As Hurd steps up, watches strike 1 go by. Hurd flew out to center in his last at-bat and lined out early on. Looking for something big here. That pitch is inside, called for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch high outside, ball 2. That one hit him right in the back. You could see just as that was getting high, that was going to hit him. Great work to just turn your back and take your base. Here comes Nina Ruby. Had a single in the second. Grounded out to the first baseman in his last at-bat. A steal attempt by Hurd, and he's in there safely. Great speed there by Hurd as he seemed to get there a second before the throw got to the shortstop. Now there's a runner in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch. That one's a called strike as Ruby watched it go by. The 1-1 pitch. High pitch. Stayed inside the box. Watch ball goes for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2. The 2-2 pitch outside, full count. 2 outs. Runner on second and Jared Hurd with full count on Nina Ruby. McGaffick looking to get out of this inning, as this one is fouled down the right field line. Ruby keeping this at-bat alive. That one just knocked down by the catcher, but it's ball 4 anyway, so Ruby will take his base. And now with 2 outs, the Copperheads have 2 runners on. Now look to Spencer Wilson to drive another run in. Wilson flew out to left field in his last at-bat. Looking for something here, as that pitch is high and inside, ball 1. McGaffick's had 27 pitches. Looking like Bob Smith in that first inning. That pitch is a called strike 1. Copperheads trying to wear out the arm of McGaffick. He's looking for pitch number 29 right here. That one swung on high, fly ball right back behind the plate, and the catcher is gonna end the inning. Copperheads leave 2 on, as they still lead this one 3-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Another pitching change for the Copperheads. Michael Brennan coming in. Looking to keep this alive for the, looking to keep this lead for the Copperheads as we head to the top of the 7th. More pitchers in the bullpen for the Copperheads as Raul Soto comes to the plate. Had 2 flyouts in this game thus far. The first pitch to him is inside, called for ball one. Another pitch inside, called for ball two. The 2-0 pitch to Raul Soto. That one just inside the box as Soto watches it go by, strike one. Soto's most recent flyout came from the fourth inning as he flew out to left field, which ultimately ended the top of the fourth. Soto looking for something here. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike two. Evens the count at 2-2. And this one is low inside in the dirt for ball three. Full count. That one fouled down the left field line to keep his at-bat alive. The seventh pitch of the at-bat in there, foul ball down the right field line. The right fielder can't get there as we'll be looking at the eighth pitch of this at-bat at the top of the seventh. That one outside, called for ball four. Send Soto to first base, and we'll bring up Cooley, who lined out to the first baseman in his last at-bat and has yet to have a hit here tonight. First pitch to Cooley, swung on, hit, high fly ball out to left center field. And it's gonna bounce, and they will keep Soto at third. So a nice double puts two runners in scoring position. That is Cooley's sixth double of the season as he put that in the perfect position just so the left fielder couldn't get to it as it bounced off the wall. And now the Green Giants will look to Quiroz to give them at least a tying run here. First pitch he sees, swung on and fouled down the left field line. Oh, 1 is the count. That pitch fouled yet again, left field line. The third baseman's gonna track it down, get under it for the first out of the inning. Now we go back to the top of the Green Giants lineup to Segovia, who struck out in his last plate appearance. Two runners in scoring position, one out. First pitch to Segovia is high and outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch to Segovia, swung on and hit out to the shortstop, who gets the force out at first, but not before bringing in a run. So an RBI will be put under Segovia's name, and we have a tie game. An RBI ground out, and now we look to Jesse Santana, who will step to the plate. Currently 0 for 3 on the night. Last at bat, he grounded out in the second. Excuse me, grounded out in the fifth inning. Grounded out to second base. First pitch is a called ball. Next pitch swung on and hit out to shallow right field, and Wilson is going to track it down from first base to end the inning. So we've got a tie ball game. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of the seventh is coming up right after this. A pitching change is coming for the Green Giants as Sam Shannon will step in now. As we head to the bottom of the seventh, Shimilewski is going to lead things off for the Copperheads. His last plate appearance resulted in a single out to right field. First pitch to him, swung on, hit, high fly ball out to left field. Left fielder's going to track it down and get under it for the easy first out of the inning. Now Scott Moore will step to the plate. He struck out in his last plate appearance. First pitch inside, called for ball one. Moore currently 0 for 3 on the night. Looking for a big turnaround here as the game is currently tied. Swung on and fouled down the right field line to even the count at 1-1. A 1-1 pitch, outside, ball two. That one in the dirt, but they got more swinging after it. 2-2 is the count now. That one swung on and missed for strike number 3. And Scott Moore's troubles will continue as he is now 0 for 4. Will Manson steps to the plate now. 3 for 3. Looking to keep things going as he is hit by the pitch on his first pitch from Shannon. So the Copperheads will keep the inning alive. They'll look to Uribe. Had the one big double in the first inning, but not much left showing from him tonight. Looking for a change here in the bottom of the seventh. A pickoff attempt sends the first baseman off of first base. Allows Manson to get there with ease. That one low in the dirt. Called for ball one. The 1-0 pitch to Uribe is on the way. Outside, ball two. Swung on and fouled down the right field line. Makes the count 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate. Evens the count at 2-2. That one, Uribe watches go by for ball three. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 3 as Sam Shannon escapes any scare as we head to the top of the 8th. Tie ball game, 3-3. Another pitching change as David White steps in for the Copperheads, looking to avoid giving up any runs. As we head to the top of the 8th, leading things off for the Green Giants is Dale Richards. He's had a single and an RBI, but not much else. His last plate appearance was a ground out to first, as the first pitch to him is called ball 1. That one was a little high and inside. The other pitch, the exact opposite, low outside, but same result, ball 2. That one a little low, called for ball 3. That one a called strike 1 as Richards watches it go by. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed from Richards for a full count. Here's the 3-2, fouled down the left field line, going back, and some lucky fan is going home with a souvenir. That one high outside, ball 4. That'll send Richards to first base. And we'll bring up Nunez. Tony Nunez, who had the monstrous home run in the top of the 6th to tie the game. We'll look for more or less of the same, for more of the same here at the top of the 8th as the Green Giants look to take the lead. That first pitch a little high, called for ball 1. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1. That one just outside, but stayed in the box for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch inside, called for ball 2, evens the count at 2-2. Swung on and hit right to the shortstop, who gets the force out at second. The throw to first is in time for the double play. And there, you love to see it. This defense from the Copperheads, the fielding, especially the infield, have been fantastic today. You know, they had the early scare, but ever since then have really picked it up. As Raul Ruiz will step to the plate now, 0 for 2 on the day, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Ruiz's last at-bat resulted in a strikeout as he watches ball 1 go by. That one fouled down the right field line towards the Copperhead bullpen. That one in the dirt, ball 2. Another pitch in the dirt to make the count full. Full count, that one swung on and going down the left field line, but called foul. A missed swing there will end the inning. Ruiz with a swing and a miss, and the Copperheads will be up to bat. Bottom of the 8th we go, tie game 3-3. And a pitching change for the Green Giants as David Pierce will step to the mound. I almost said plate there. Leading things off is John Stabler. Stabler had a drop third strike his last at bat. Didn't quite make it in time as the first pitch is a called strike one. Hit the bottom inside corner. Stabler currently batting 1 for 3 on the night. That pitch a little too close to him, called ball one. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled down the right field line over to his bullpen. That pitch a little too high, called for ball two. The 2-2 pitch. That one just outside, called for ball three. Full count on Stabler. Swung on and hit. High fly ball going out to center field, but the center fielder will track it down to get the first out of the inning. Now comes Justin Cudday. His most recent at-bat was a strikeout. Currently 0 for 3 on the night, looking for some action here as he watches ball one go by. That pitch he watches go by for strike one, just stayed inside the box. Kind of grounded out, flew out, and then struck out. The 1-1 pitch fouled right off behind him. Called strike two. The 1-2 pitch. That one swung, just goes foul off the right field line. That one swung on in the same area on the ground, called foul ball, keeping his at-bat alive. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and connected. High fly ball out to right center field, and the center fielder will track it down. 2 outs in the inning. Jared Hurd coming up to the plate now. Was just hit by the pitch. As he watches ball one go by, just escaped the outside corner. That one swung on and connected to left center field. That'll go off the wall. He will be safe at second with a 2-out double. And now coming to the plate is Ruby, but let's take another look at this beautiful hit by Jared Hurd. Struggled all night, but that hit really lights a spark under the team. Beautiful connection to the perfect spot to pick up the double. Here's Nina Ruby. First pitch, watches go by, strike one. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Tie game. The leading run is on second base in Jared Hurd. The 0-1 pitch, he watches go by for strike two. These pitches almost look to be in his wheelhouse, but he watches both of them go by. The 0-2 pitch to Ruby. Low outside, ball one. The 1-2 pitch, low for ball two. The 2-2 pitch swung on high, fly ball going to the left field line. Going, gone. Kiss that baby goodbye. Ruby with the 2-run shot all the way out to left field, 426 feet. And the Copperheads have regained the lead. What a hit by Nina Ruby. A big-time swing with Jared Hurd at second base. You know, I mentioned earlier in his at-bat, he watched 2 balls go by almost in his wheelhouse. I guess that's the one that he was looking for. As you can see, he really was pushing that edge, that left field line. That was pretty close. But nonetheless, he gets the job done with 2 outs. And here comes Spencer Wilson now. As he watches ball 1 go by. One oh's the count. High ball again, called for ball 2. Wilson's been having his own struggles today. Flew out in his last plate appearance, currently batting 0 for 3. That one fouled down the left field line. He flew out his last 2 plate appearances. As he watches strike 2 go by to even the count at 2-2. Fouled down the right field line to keep his at-bat alive. That one swung on and hit right up the gap between the second and shortstop, out to center field for his first hit of the night. Now coming to the plate is Shimolewski. That one, he watches ball 1 go by. One oh's the count. That one, he watches strike 1 go by to even the count. 2 outs, runner on first. Swing and a miss. That one looked to be a little close to him. Must have jammed him up. 1-2 now. That one he watches go by for strike number 3. And Nina Ruby with a huge 2-run shot to give the Copperheads the lead. We're heading to the top of the 9th. Copperheads 5, Green Giants 3. To the top of the 9th we go. Brandon Cole looking to get the save here. And the Copperheads lead by 2 runs and are currently 3 outs away from a victory. Tristan White leading things off. Currently 0 for 3 as his last plate appearance resulted in a strikeout. His last 2, rather, resulted in a strikeout as he hits a soft ground ball over to the third baseman for an easy first out. And here's Raul Soto. Looking to spark things up for the Giants. First pitch called strike as he watched it go by. Soto was walked in his last plate appearance. The time before that, he flew out to left field. Excuse me. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball one. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit, high fly ball. Going out to right center field. The center fielder will track it down and get the second out of the inning. And now the Green Giants will look to Cooley to help keep their game alive. Cooley's currently 1 for 3 on the night with his first hit coming in the 7th inning. That one grounded right up the gap to the shortstop who gets the final out of the inning. And this one belongs to the Copperheads. Nina Ruby yet again with the huge hit at the biggest moment of the game. And the Copperheads have evened the series at 1-1. Great work defensively for the Copperheads. Great all-around teamwork. They really picked things up in the field and especially at the plate. Once again, I would like to thank you all for watching here tonight. I would also especially like to thank my team, my media team, and the entire Copperhead staff. They've been a tremendous help. And once again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. For Jack Demler, this is signing off. Have a great night.